activities as you maintain the necessary requirements. All right, now let's move on to a different story right now. Well, this comes as Kilifi Deputy Governor Gideon Saburi was arrested and will face charges of
Saburi defied a state directives to self-quarantine after a trip to Germany.
Here's KTN News' Brian Obuya with those details.
Kilifi Deputy Governor Gideon Saburi's arrest is a culmination of a long-standing conversation on how a man of his caliber will jet into the country from a coronavirus-rocked country and blatantly disregard government safety measures to self-isolate. The man was picked up by a contingent of about 20 police officers in 5 cars before being handcuffed and taken to the Port Police Station for interrogation. The deputy governor is set to face charges for refusing to subject himself to self-quarantine and consequently exposing a number of people, known and others unknown, to the deadly virus. Okay. This was after some residents claimed they had interacted with Saburi, shook hands with him, and even hugged him after his return from Germany. The government had set out clearly that in the fight against coronavirus, self-discipline was going to play the ultimate role.
And if you can see a colleague of yours who you know came from England or America or whatever last week and is loitering around, you should know that that individual is threatening your life.
However, we got here after Gideon Saburi, in total disregard of this and in a pure and contaminated show of indiscipline, arrived in the country from Germany on March 5th, held a meeting at his home the next day. Saburi is said to have held meetings with the Kilifi County Cabinet, attended about 3 funerals in Rabai and other parts of Kilifi. He was spotted partying at a Kilifi club a night before being brought to order.
In spite of all this, I'm also pleased to announce to you that the Deputy Governor of Kilifi County, whom we place under mandatory quarantine, has fully recovered. He has been declared fit after being subjected to 3 tests, all of which have turned negative. Naturally, the issue of the law, we will now follow up with him.
It is unclear how many people the deputy governor exposed to the virus in Kilifi County and beyond, especially now that the government has declared the country is at a far worse state than ever.
We are having pockets or clusters of transmission from various counties. We have, out of the 100 plus cases, about 30 or 40 are cases of local transmission with no history of travel, some of them no history of direct contact with anybody having a COVID-19 disease. So we are actually in the era of local transmission.
An MP who came into contact with Saburi is in isolation after testing positive for the coronavirus. Brian Obuya, KTN News.